the Guinea Pig Collective. All will be assimilated. Resistance is futile.
united in our common interest. Perhaps it's fate that today is the 4th of July.
You all know why I'm here. I'm not an orator, and I would not try to convince you of the worthiness of our cause.
Those who say that we're in a time when there are no heroes, they just don't know where to look.
Let's remember all the people that died for that red, white, and blue. I got that eagle inside.
The 4th of July will no longer be known as an American holiday, but as the day when the world declared in one voice, we will not go quietly into the night.
And we are at war.
We must realize that no arsenal or no weapon in the arsenals of the world is so formidable as the will and moral courage of free men and women. It is a weapon our adversaries in today's world do not have. It is a weapon that we as Americans do have. Let that be understood by those who practice terrorism and prey upon their neighbors. As for the enemies of freedom, those who are potential adversaries, they will be reminded that peace is the highest aspiration of the American people. We will negotiate for it, sacrifice for it. We will not surrender for it now or ever.
I'm tired of the fishing and complaining why you living in America if all you do is hate it.
It's protected by the amendments. I want you all in attendance when I say that I ain't never backing down with God as my witness.
It wasn't for us to be brainwashed by politicians' lies, because they work together while convincing us to pick a side.
Wear your mask, take your pills. Now a whole generation's mentally ill.
Today, we celebrate our Independence Day.
What's going on? Tommy and Rorschach here. As you can hear, my voice is totally trashed, and this is why we're not going to be doing a regular show today for Going Old Skool Retro Discussions. I do want to wish you all a happy 4th of July, and Rorschach does as well. Of course, if you ask him for help, he's going to say no. Be on the lookout for more updates for Rorschach's journals. Some of you asked to see them, and Rorschach is putting them out. So we're going to show a few things here that I'm up to, some of the things that I'm working on, and a few of the things that we do over a collectible past. Unfortunately, I'm not even sure if I'm going to be able to make it for this Thursday show, let alone all the other awesome shows with Tony Tone Deaf, even Drew and the United Resistance. I don't know if I'm making them, but I wanted to leave you guys something for today and wish you an awesome one. Right, Rorschach? Let them all know, pal. Later.
Hey everybody, what's going on? Tommy and our good buddy Jumper here going to discuss something about Transformers. Now, one of the things I always talk about is how I repair Transformers. I never really have the opportunity to show off the kind of repair work that I'm doing, so that is what we're going to show off just a little bit right now to give you an idea of some of the things that I do in my spare time. So as you can see here, we have a whole bunch of parts, and these are all for Omega Supreme. Now I have a couple of Omega Supremes here, and neither one of these work. Like this one, the on switch, this on switch is actually jammed shut. So I actually have to take apart the entire head mechanism with all the little gears and everything and figure out what was wrong with them. Now I did wind up piecing this guy out. I had to pick up all these parts separately, just about, because I couldn't find a lot that was a decent price to be able to get him complete. But I did find some lots that need work, and one of them is this guy right here. As you can see, I've already got this guy in various stages of disassembly. I've already tested out the bottom end of this, and everything is fine all the way from the battery pack up to the main body with all the gears. All this works fine. Where this one, once again, just like this one over here, is not working, is all in here. It's all at the top of the head mechanism. And because that cuts off right there, it's not completing the circuit, hence the rest of this will not run. It's just a shame, but I'm gonna have to disassemble this with all these little itty bitty gears that are in there. This is gonna be another nightmare. But this is some of the stuff that actually I do in my spare time to repair Transformers.
And another thing I wanted to talk about is some of the upcoming episodes here for Going Old School. We're going to be talking about some older shows like the original series. Of course, I'm going to delve back into Night Court. I don't think we showed that one enough love either. And then we have stuff like this. Married with Children. Of course, as September rolls around, and the day that Transformers launched, we will be having another Transformers cartoon discussion as well. As you can see, there's plenty of other topics just laying around here.
What?
And like so many companies wound up doing, following the success of the RoboCop movie in 1988, Kenner started producing these RoboCop action figures. Now this is my original RoboCop action figure. The helmet came off. He got his little gun that could actually store on the side of his pant or his leg. Did not have much in the way of articulation like the old Star Wars. The arms move, the legs move, and the head turned just a little bit. But what was actually really cool about this was on the back, if I can get it to lift. Yeah, this thing ain't gonna lift right now, but it actually had a cap firing action. It's basically this backpack that's sitting on there would slide up. This one was kind of jammed in there. It's probably all gunked up, but it would slide up and you would actually put caps in there. Now, I do have another version of them. I did have the glow-in-the-dark version. Maybe this one will slide. There we go. So, just kind of slid right up. You put your caps in there and just fire. Of course, just like the other one, he came with a gun on the side, even though he's got this big giant, I got hair all over the place. It's got this big giant cannon right here. He still came with the gun too, which is cool, you know, whatever. It's always nice to have little accessories come with the figures. And then we also got the big mother. We got the Ed 209. And yes, the Ed 209 also came with that same cap firing action as the other figures right there on the back. This was a little bit easier to pop open. This is is just so much larger. The figure is a little bit less thick. Easily that things can get gunked up in there. So here's what I'll do is I'll put a light on this guy for a little while. Hopefully it'll get him just enough so hopefully you can see him glow. Yeah, there you go. Still works after all these years.
So like all toys that you wind up getting, these battle bots, they will eventually have problems and you will have to disassemble them and fix them. Right now I have Beta. I've already removed the 4 screws that are on the bottom that actually hold this big plastic plate together, and you just take that off and then you can get to some of the guts. Now what went wrong on him is his hammer. So the first step, of course, is taking the shell off. All these gears right here that are part of the drive motor, they're easily put back in place. And you know what? Keep a picture of them so you know which order they go into. The next thing is this whole assembly just pulls right up out of there.
Hey everybody, what's going on? We are here with our good buddy Rorschach. Rorschach, what's up, buddy? And of course, we're going to show off another toy. This one is fantasy related, so Rorschach gets picked for this one. And we've got the Predator 2 City Hunter figure from NECA. This one looks really good. It's got a lot of extra parts with it. We are gonna go ahead and take a look at this bad boy. So before I even take this one out, just getting him out of the package, you see he has a plethora of parts here. It comes with like a skull, trophy, looks like a closed spear, a blast effect, looks like a couple, 3 different versions of hands. Looks like some gauntlet pieces, I'm assuming that's what these are. Comes with his disc. Comes with his big javelin spear. Comes with his, I'm not sure what that is because I can't get it out right now, but there it goes. I'm assuming that's another cannon piece or something, or something that attaches gauntlet. I'm gonna have to look that up. I am not 100% sure what that is. And of course it comes with the secondary skull, which looks amazingly detailed. So I gotta cut all these ties and get him out of here. Unfortunately, Rorschach is probably going to bow out of this one because it's going to take way too long for him. And as you can see, the piggies get excited, and unfortunately, he is not here for the long haul. So Rorschach is going to bow out for the rest of this one. Say goodbye to the good people, Rorschach. Tell them, enjoy the video, and be sure to nibble away the like button. Go ahead, tell them, pal. So out of the box and in a pose, this guy looks pretty damn cool. Now I will say there are a few things about some of these joints that are extremely stiff and they just don't want to move very well. And a few other joints where they look like they're joints and they don't even move. But a lot of these different weapons, like his little throwing disc and the closed spear, actually have ports that actually sit it on there. There's a few extra parts. These are like extra attachments for like the back of his gauntlet. And I think there's one down there for his leg, or possibly even this is supposed to sit down on his leg. I'm not sure. And maybe that's where this port's in. Ports down there. Hey everybody, Tommy and of course Rorschach here, still hanging out. Got another one. Well, previously we did talk about the miniature version of Rock'em Sock'em Robots. This one was a lot of fun, and I said how much it reminded me of the original game and how I planned on getting the full-size version. Well, that's exactly what I did. Rorschach is not appreciating sharing his space with it, but there we go with the original Rock'em Sock'em Robots Retro re-release. This one is awesome, extremely well built, and is exactly like the original one. I think Rorschach is trying to get in the action. Come on, Rorschach. And Rorschach wins. And with a little help from my brother, we will try to play Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
Double knockout.
Double knockout.
Rorschach's Journal, October 12th, 1985. Dog carcass in alley this morning. Tire tread on burst stomach. This city's afraid of me. I've seen its true face. The streets are extended gutters, and the gutters are full of blood. And when the drains finally scab over, all the vermin will drown. The accumulated filth of all their sex and murder will foam up around their waists. And all the whores and politicians will look up and shout, "Save us." And I'll whisper, "No."
Against the pigs, you should bet. Assimilated, but you don't know it yet. Attacking us is not very wise. Our army's growing if we see through your lies.
What we are looking at, good and evil, right and wrong. It's a pig world order. A pig world order. A pig world order. A pig world order. Somebody's gonna wind up getting their toes nibbled off in here. A pig world order. 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 Better hide your toes as we're coming for 'em. A pig world order. A pig world order. A pig world order.